What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're doing another card, pick a card. So let's get it in. You guys, this is very much last minute, like the last one. And also, if you see me looking this way, I'm sorry, you guys. Front camera vibes, like it is a big distraction because I can see myself in the frame. There's a card here that's flipped. I'm trying to get it. King of Swords. Okay. All right, so that just gave me a little bit of inspiration because I didn't know exactly how I wanted to do this, like what the pick a card was going to be about. I was going to make it really random and really general, but now this is going to be a pick a card. You know, if you have like a big decision to make or you have a big choice coming up that you need a little assistance with. And I hope you guys can hear me because I got the AC on. It is hot today, so I can't really leave the windows open. Like I need that AC. So okay, we're gonna get it in. Group number one, I'm going to pull a random card. Here you go. Okay, you guys are the Queen of Cups in reverse, group number one. If that is the card that you resonate with, we're gonna talk about a decision. Group number two, let me see what card you guys are gonna be, and this is the card that you're gonna pick for your pile. For group number two, what is their energy when it comes to this pick a card? Okay, you guys got the Page of Wands in reverse. Oh my God. So both groups have reversals for your pick a card options. So group one, Queen of Cups in reverse. Sorry, you guys. I got like cat hair. This is ridiculous. Queen of Cups in reverse. For group number two, you guys are going to be the Page of Wands in reverse. So, you know, if you have a big decision, get it together. If you have a big decision that you need to make, and this is one where it feels like it's affecting you on an emotional level, then you might want to go with group number one. If you have a big decision to make or a big choice to make and you feel like you don't feel confident about going towards some type of brand new beginning, then group number two, this might be your reading. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with group number one because you guys, we got energies to pull, we got energies to tap into. So group number one, I will see you next. Group number two, I will see you later. Let's get it in. All right, if you chose group number one, the Queen of, not Pentacles, the Queen of Cups in reverse, this is going to be your reading. So we're getting information, we're getting details about some type of big decision that you need to make or some type of choice that you are currently pondering, currently trying to work through, currently trying to figure out. So let's see what needs to be heard, said, and honored about this choice, about this energy. I just saw the Magician and the Fool. Okay, so with the Queen of Cups in the reverse, if you chose this, this is telling me that maybe this decision is something that weighs on your, like heavy on your emotions, right? This could be something where maybe you would feel guilty, or for some of you, I'm also feeling like you would feel like a bad person if you made a certain choice. Like this is a very emotional choice for you, right? There could be other people at stake. I'm also picking up, like, you know, this could be for some of you guys in group number one, like people may view you in a certain light, like maybe like a negative light if you made a certain like a decision or a certain choice, right? Let me see, what else am I getting? Some of you guys need to protect your energy as far as like doing what is naturally in resonance with you. I feel like some of you guys are, because this is in reverse, let me show you how I was looking at it, right? Like she's really protective over this cup. And in this illustration for the Queen of Cups, I really like it because typically it doesn't look like this, right? This is giving vibes of like this is hers and nobody's finna touch it, right? For some of you guys, because it's in reverse, if you are feeling like, you know, you have to make a decision where it's literally like, you know, something that's going to benefit you versus like making other people happy, I feel like that could be a struggle for some of you guys. Like just really feeling like you have to make a choice between you and other people, but literally not like a choice over a person. It's more or less like your choice or your decision will affect you in a positive way, but maybe it'll affect other people in a negative way. And if you make the opposite decision, maybe other people will be happy, but you ultimately will not feel happy. And if you choose yourself, I do feel like there will be guilt associated with whatever decision or choice. So Spirit, let's get into the tea and see what needs to be heard, said, and honored. We got the Tower in reverse to start. Some of you guys are trying to avoid something falling to shit is what I'm really feeling like. Like, okay, remember I was saying with that Queen of Cups in reverse, it's like if you make the decision that benefits you, other people are going to get mad. If you, or they'll make you feel bad, or they'll feel badly about it, right? If you make the decision that benefits them, then ultimately you're preventing a tower moment. But are you happy, right? Are you ultimately following your destiny or the path that's like been laid out for you, group number one? So let's see what's going on. The Hanged Man as your second card. So 2 major arcanas to start. This is telling me that whatever decision you guys are making, or whatever decision you guys are thinking about, the Devil in reverse, 3 major arcanas. This is a big life decision, like the King of Swords, and that came out. That's actually what inspired me to do this this topic, because when I was shuffling, that was the card that was flipped in this deck. And so yeah, okay, so let's talk about these 4 cards before we pull more energy. So Queen of Cups in reverse, my baby's here. With this Tower in reverse energy, it's really giving vibes of like, it's giving vibes like I need to lock my doors because I'm playing like a little too what is going on with these group of kids right here? You guys, I'm sorry, I'm being nosy. Let me get back in tune. I just happened to look and I see like a group of kids congregating. It looks like they are they rolling up? What is happening? I think these are high school kids. Let me mind my, yeah, they're smoking. Let me mind my business. Group number one, y'all could be smokers. Y'all could be smoking to cope with, you know, whatever emotions you may be going through right now. That was symbolic as fuck. But I feel like you guys are ultimately denying yourself of your own happiness, your own emotional fulfillment, to prevent chaos from happening around you, or to prevent like some type, like the deterioration or the breakdown of a certain situation. So boom, let's say it's you and like family, right? You could be not doing the things that you want to do to keep your family intact, to keep people from being at odds with you, or at odds with one another, right? If this is relationships, right, you may be doing things to keep your partner happy, to keep the relationship together, because should you decide to choose you, the relationship probably would fall apart, right? Things like that. Maybe you are, you know, doing things at your job to make sure that your boss, or, you know, the people that you work with are happy, but you're not choosing you. And this is your way of maybe trying to keep your job, keep yourself in this position, right? But it's ultimately not serving you. I see here that some of you guys need to take a minute, take a brief pause to yourself with the Hanged Man, to try to gain a different perspective, because I do feel like some of you guys are viewing this in a way or in a light that does not really reflect the reality of the situation. Some of you guys are like, I can't have this tower fall. But I do see here that Spirit needs you to take some time to yourself to really reconsider the ways in which you are self-sabotaging, because you're in a cycle right now, literally with the devil, right? The devil is just low vibrational energy. It's your ego. So some of you guys are needing to take a minute to see how your ego is framing your perspective, right? Whether it's fear, because the devil can talk about fear. Some of you guys are needing to see how maybe fear is empowering you to make certain decisions or not make certain decisions, right? With the King of Swords, I do feel like ultimately this is about being wise with your decision making, right? Doing what is logical and what is the most mature decision, right? Also, the King of Swords to me is somebody who is, I don't want to say they lack emotions, but they are like the least emotional out of all of the tarot kings. And this is so because they usually use intellect and logic over emotions to make a decision. I feel like in this case, this is maybe where you are, but I feel like also like it's twofold. So I'm feeling like for some of you guys, you need to include more emotion in your decision making, right? Turn this Queen of Cups right side up. But I also feel like the King of Swords is somebody who's going to use this big old sword to cut to the heart of the matter regardless, right? Like this is not somebody looking to spare somebody's feelings. I feel like you guys are the group that you want to spare people's feelings, whether it's your boss, whether it's your partner, whether it's your family, whether it's a friend, right? Whether it's whatever this looks like for you. I feel like whatever decision you're making, you need to do so from a place of like, I got to do what's best for me. I got to do so from this place of being wise and being mature, and also standing my ground. Like this powerful king right here is somebody who, he doesn't allow like emotional influences to determine the decisions he's going to make. He's going to do what makes sense. And I feel like a lot of you know what makes sense for you, but because you don't want to upset people, you don't want to stir the pot, right? You don't want this tower coming to a, you know, to a destructive moment. You may be holding on to energies, or you know, you may be staying stuck in situations that just don't serve you, or you may again be making decisions that are not in alignment with your best and highest good in order to prevent chaos from unleashing, right? Let's see what else needs to be heard, said, and honored for group number 1 about this decision. Let me turn down the AC a little bit, guys. For group number 1, yeah, we have the Ace of Wands. So there is some type of brand new beginning that I feel like whatever this is that you're meant to have, group number 1, you're meant to make a decision that puts you in alignment with some type of brand new start. I feel like the universe has gifted you with inspiration about something, gifted you with maybe, you know, a feeling of like, this could really be just like feeling like there's something new, there's something I heard better for you out there, whether it's a job, whether it's a relationship, right? Whether it is, you know, just whatever decision, because if this is about family, obviously you can't really go remake family, right? Like your cousins are your cousins, your sisters and your brothers are your siblings, like, you know, but I do feel like there's a new start out there that you're meant to go in the direction of. And whoever these people are around you that you're wanting to protect their feelings, like they're not maybe meant to go where you're going. And if they are, they may not be in support of it at first, but you know how that goes, right? Like, let's say this is a journey to success. You may have some people around you that can't understand your decisions now, but they'll see all your success later. They'll see everything working out for you later, and they're like, oh, I see why so-and-so, I see why this person, I see why group number 1 had to make that choice. I see why they had to make that decision. It ended up working out in the end, right? For others of you, these people are just not meant to go where you're going, and you're just meant to have your brand new beginning and leave them behind. Yeah, look at this. 7 of Swords right over the Hanged Man. So this is giving me vibes of you guys really need to take some time. I was saying, like, to see the ways in which you are self-sabotaging, right? To see the ways in which your ego or fear or whatever these lower vibrational emotions are that are blocking and clouding your perception, right? You need to see exactly how you can get yourself out of this energy, because I see that you are ultimately blocking whatever brand new start the universe is trying to have come in for you. Yeah, I saw the 2 of Swords. So there's a lot of indecision here. Some of you guys have this energy of like, maybe if I do nothing, then it'll all work itself out. Yeah, the Devil in reverse with the Star. Yeah, some of you guys have to heal your ego. You have to do some shadow work when it comes to these lower vibrational energies, because some of you guys are really in energies that are just, they're really skewing the way you're looking at something, right? Some of you guys could have a lot of wish fulfillment, but because this Devil has not been released, right? The good thing is that the Devil is in reverse. I do feel like you guys have a really strong chance of, like, you know, working through this energy, overcoming this energy, right? However, you have not overcome it yet, because the card still came out, which tells me that even though you can probably easily work to overcome this energy, there is some work that has to be done because the energy is still present within you. But I do see here that once you do, a lot of wish fulfillment will be yours for the taking. And this really just feels like you guys having to overcome fear. I have to be honest. It just feels like the fear of the worst happening, the fear of the Tower moment, right? The fear of, yeah, look at the Strength with the King of Swords. Some of you guys have to make these decisions that they reflect your inner strength, right? Your inner ability to overcome certain things, overcome certain challenges. So some of you guys have to make the decisions that other people don't want you to make. Some of you guys have to be like the strong-willed person, making decisions from like this place of internal strength. Like, okay, I know this is boom, they're giving me the words, literally tough decisions. Some of you guys have to make strong, tough, hard decisions, but it's necessary. It's like putting yourself in this energy is literally setting yourself up for success. And yes, it feels a little bit, you know, icky at first. It feels a little annoying at first. It may feel a little bit hard at first, but this is what needs to be done. I see here that you guys, like, once you overcome the fear, the only thing that's left to do is just say, you know what, I just have to make this choice and I have to stick by it, right? The Strength card to me is also like willpower. It's also like determination. Some of you guys need to make sure, like, when you make this decision, like, you stand by it. You stand strong in your position. You stand firm in your decision, right? Let's get some advice for group number 1. You guys, I'm only using one deck because I only have one tarot deck with me, and I don't have any oracle decks with me that I would like to use, so we'll just make it work with tarot. You feel me? Any advice for group number 1, Spirit? What needs to be heard, said, and honored? We have the Hermit in reverse. I just heard some of you guys really need to go within. The The Hermit in reverse sometimes can mean different things when I read, but I feel like for you guys, group number 1, like there's this strong need for you guys to really take a look at what's going on inside of you, because this is like the 3rd major arcana coming out in reverse for you guys. We got Strength out here, we have the Star out here, the Hermit, we have the Hanged Man, we have the Devil, and we have the Tower. You guys have a lot of major arcanas. Whatever decision this is, it's life-changing, and that's why the universe is really wanting you to do some soul searching, some deep diving, because you have some patterns or some wounds that are preventing you from really capitalizing on an opportunity. We have another Ace of Pentacles. There is an opportunity here for you guys to capitalize on, for you guys to embark on a new path, or a new doorway is being open to you, but you will never fully be able to embrace this if you do not do the necessary work on yourself. Some of you guys have shadow work to do when it comes to your ego, when it comes to fear, when it comes to lower vibrational emotions, right? Working with your chakras, especially the lower chakras, can definitely help to balance out this energy. Let's see, anything else that needs to be heard, said, and honored, Spirit, for group number 1? Any other advice? That's too many. Let's see, if it comes out again, I'll take it. Any other advice? The 2 of Cups. Yeah, some of you guys, this is about a partnership. Some of you guys, I'm getting strongly like you are being gifted after you do your healing work, after you do your shadow work. You'll be gifted like a really beautiful partnership, or a really beautiful opportunity to connect with someone, right? But for others of you, this is just a really beautiful opportunity to connect with yourself, to have a lot of harmony and balance within, right? And as within, so without. If you are achieving inner balance, inner harmony, inner peace, inner bliss, that is then going to be reflected in your reality, right? And so I see, regardless of whether your decision is about a romantic partnership, which for some of you it could be, because the Queen of Cups is usually like very much like married, very much in love with like another person. So some of you guys, this could be about a romantic situation. For others of you, it has nothing to do with romance per se. It's really very much about you just having this alignment within yourself after doing the shadow work, so that you can fully embark on these opportunities that the universe wants to bring to you. But you cannot embark on these opportunities if you are allowing fear to keep you from going fully towards them. And that's on period. What's at the back? Queen of Wands. Yeah, some of you guys got to get out of that Queen of Cups in reverse and get into this Queen of Wands, right? Like the Queen of Cups in reverse is somebody who is maybe, well, she means different things, but in the context of this reading, how I'm channeling, she's somebody who's really scared of like the emotional reactions of others, right? She cares more about other people's feelings than her own. She doesn't have that healthy balance between self and others. For you guys with the Queen of Wands, ultimately the advice is, sorry you guys, I have something in my mouth. I think I was, what is that? I don't know. Ultimately, you guys are meant to embrace this inner strength, this inner, confidence that you have, right? This is somebody who's able to make decisions and knows that, let's say it results in the tower falling. She's like, well, you know what? And whether you're a man or a woman, I'm just going based off of this energy, the feminine energy. This queen is like, well, you know what? The tower was meant to fall, so fucking be it, right? This is the queen who's like, if you don't support my decisions, then that's your loss. Then that's on you. That has nothing to do with me. Like, she's very much like, that's a you thing. That's a you problem. You figure that out. I feel like you guys have to get in this energy. Not to say she doesn't care about people, but she definitely does not care more about people than she does herself. She definitely has that balance between, I know who I am and I love you for who you are, but you're not going to impede on who I am. Some of you guys got to get into that energy when it comes to this decision, because you have beautiful things coming up for you, but there's a lack of confidence. There's fear. There's this feeling of like, I don't want the worst case scenario to happen. Being more confident will help you to alleviate that fear. It will help you to alleviate, fearing the worst and letting that fear or letting those emotions influence your decision making, right? Because you have places to go, group number 1, and the universe wants to take you there. So this is what I have for you guys. Beautiful energy. We're going to go ahead and get started with group number 2. If you vibed with this reading, if this made sense for something you're going through, or a decision or choice that you're having to make at this time, that you're pondering, thinking about, comment below group number 1. Let me know your story if you care to share all the good things. I love you guys so much. Thank you for connecting, vibing, watching this whole little whatever. And we're going to go ahead and get started with group number 2. If you're going there as well, I'll see you there. If not, I will see you in the next video. Peace out. All right, group number 2, if you chose the Page of Wands in reverse, this is your reading. So first I'm going to start talking about this card, you guys. So the topic for the reading is really talking about, like, you know, a message you need to hear concerning a really important decision that you need to make, or a choice that you're conflicted with at this time. So this is telling me that right now this may be something new that you guys are embarking on. And again, if you guys see me looking this way, I'm sorry. I know the lens for the camera is here, but front camera vibes, it is something I'm really working on, you guys, I promise. Little disclaimer for you. So going back to what I was saying, this reading is about to be super powerful because my nose is already itching me. You guys already know, like, once I start scratching the nose, once I hear sirens in the back, like, that's it. And so for you guys, I feel like what's happening is that there's something new you're meant to open yourself up to, and there is a fear here, right? I do feel like some of you guys don't feel prepared. You don't feel ready. You don't feel confident enough to open yourself up to this situation. And we're going to see exactly what comes out. But let's see what's going on. I'm going to give this a quick shuffle. Ooh, okay. Some of you guys are having a hard time finding balance. I literally tried to, like, shuffle the cards and they would not even, how do you describe that? Like, they wouldn't connect. They wouldn't merge. So let's see. For group number 2, what needs to be heard, said, and honored? For group number 2, what needs to be heard, said, and honored? You guys, I'm like struggling with these cards today. I should have used a different deck or brought a different deck with me, but that's okay. Okay. For group number 2, what needs to be heard, said, and honored? Okay. Ooh. All right, let's get a message. What is the energy when it comes to a decision for group number 2? All right, to start, we have the 4 of Wands in reverse. All these reversals with the 2 of Wands. So, yeah, this is about some type of plan for your future, making decisions for the future, like thinking, like long-term thinking about the future. The King of Wands, all this Wands energy. So, the Knight of Wands in reverse. Some of you guys could be fire signs with the 5 of Cups in reverse. Okay, we're going to start here and we'll pull more energies afterwards. So we have the Ace of Wands to start. I feel like this is some type of brand new beginning. This is primarily Wands. The only card outside of the suit of Wands that we have here is the 5 of Cups in reverse, and we're going to talk about that. So for you guys, what I feel like is really going on, group number 2, with the 4 of Wands being in reverse, I feel like there's a situation that you're needing to make a decision about. Now, this could be, I just heard, moving on from a breakup or moving on from, like, a broken situation. Now, if this is not about a broken relationship, I do feel like this is about something that you considered a good foundation for you, something that you felt comfortable in. This could be a job, right? This could be a house situation. This could be a relationship or a marriage or a partnership, right? This could also be... this could be about anything relevant to your safety net, your comfort zone, something that made you feel safe, secure, solid, stable. I feel like that situation has come to a close. That situation has come to an end. And now you need to start looking towards the future. Some of you guys, I feel like at this point in time, whatever may have ended, it may have ended against your will. This could have been the universe forcing you into, you know, looking in a new direction, right? So something may be ending. I heard prematurely, but it doesn't feel like it's happening prematurely. It feels like divine timing. For you, it may feel premature. Maybe, again, you're not ready for something to be over. You're not ready to embrace, you know, a new chapter in your life or a new start in your life. But I do see here the universe is preparing you to make some new plans for your future. I do see here with we have the duality here of the King of Wands with the Knight of Wands in reverse. So when it comes to making plans for your future, I feel like there's a need for you to be this energy here, the King of Wands, but you're coming out as the Knight of Wands in reverse. I feel like there's a little bit of like this energy because there's a progression, right? So we go from the Page of Wands in reverse to the Knight of Wands in reverse to the King of Wands. I feel like the universe ultimately wants you to become this King of Wands right side up. However, some of you guys, and let's talk about what that means. So the King of Wands to me in this aspect, or in this type of energy that I'm channeling for you guys, this feels very much like somebody who's able to take action from this place of feeling courageous, right? Like right now you're in a place, group number 2, where there needs to be action. And I feel like some of you guys are in this energy where maybe you want to sit back and think about it, or like if you take action, it's coming from this place where you really don't have faith, or you really don't trust it, right? You may be taking action from this place of like impulsiveness, like, oh, I just have to do this, I just have to get this done. But truly, you're not really aligned with the energy that you're taking action with. I feel like the universe doesn't want you to just take action. I feel like the universe wants you to take aligned action, right? Inspired action, divinely guided action. Some of you guys, the universe is trying to guide you in a way where when when you are going towards whatever energy is waiting for you next in your future, you're doing so from this place of making mature, confident, self-assured, empowered moves, right? But some of you guys can't do that because you're carrying a lot of pain, a lot of emotions that you need to release. Right now, with this 4 of Wands being in reverse and the 5 of Cups being in reverse, it tells me that whatever situation may have ended, or whatever situation you may feel is broken at this time, there are a lot of emotions that you're carrying. Regret, right? Like this feeling of loss, this feeling of like, how am I going to move on, this feeling of this wasn't supposed to be over, right? Like that kind of energy. And I feel like for you guys, there needs to be this realization or this revelation, or the universe at least wants to come through with the enlightenment, because the Ace of Wands can talk about light being shed on a certain topic, right? I feel like the universe wants to come through with the enlightenment about how the situation that you were in maybe was holding you back, or preventing you from really going towards a really beautiful path for your future. Like whatever's happening at this point in your life, group number 2, you're meant to be experiencing this, right? Like this is meant to propel you in a new direction, because it's that time for you. You may have stayed in a certain situation for longer than you were meant to, or not longer than you were meant to, but let's just say the time is up, right? And you may have had plans to stay in it longer than not longer than expected, but let's just say you, according to your timeline, maybe this was meant to last for a really long time, really last forever, right? Because the 4 of Wands is usually a card of like stability, solidarity, security, and those things tend to last for a long time, right? Like that has a sense of permanence to it. For you guys, whatever this was, it's over, it's done. However, it's not for you to still like mope about it, or really have like these feelings of how am I supposed to move on. The universe wants you to look towards they're giving me vibes of like looking towards your future with optimism, but they're also saying like the choice is yours, especially with the 2 Wands being here. You ultimately have a choice. Like you can embrace your future, because obviously what's happening here, group number 2, like you guys, the future is coming, right? Like the choice has already been made by the universe. So whatever situation was meant to be over, it's just going to be over at this point in time. But the universe is saying to you, you have a choice. You can embrace your future as the King of Wands, whether you are a man or a woman. And this is just somebody who, they take action from that place of knowing that everything's working out. They're confident, they're self-assured, they know that they are only attracting what is in their best and highest good, right? They know that the universe is only supporting them in the ways that are in alignment with their best and highest good. You can take action from that place, or you can take action with the Knight of Wands in reverse from this place of doing things from a place of, I just heard being broken. Like the Knight of Wands to me is a person who, they don't have it together. They're very like unstable. It's a very unstable energy, and I feel like some of you guys can allow this situation to break you and like allow yourself to remain unstable, or you can figure out a way to regain your confidence, to get back on your feet, is what they're saying. So a lot of you guys could have went through a situation that really broke you. And that's what I was saying. It's like your sense of stability, your sense of like a foundation. It's really like it's over. This almost is giving me vibes of like a tower moment without the tower. So it may not have been a sudden shock. You may have seen this coming, like, or you may have felt intuitively like at some point that this was going to be the case. But some of you guys, again, you just didn't expect it to be over so fast or so soon. Let's see, any other messages for group number 2? What needs to be heard, said, and honored when it comes to the decisions, the choices that they are faced with at this time? So we have the Emperor in reverse, right on top of the 4 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, the situation broke you. I also feel like the situation brought you out of your character, group number 2. Like it may have put you in a state of mind or a state of being where you feel very unbalanced. You feel very incapable of being in your power, right? Some of you guys, you feel very incapable of being in your power because you're still very hung up on the fact that you feel like you lost out on something that you really wanted to hold on to or really wanted to keep around. Next card out is the Page of Pentacles. But there is still an opportunity for you to embrace a new experience, right? There's still an opportunity. And look, right on top of the Two of Wands, for you to embrace what's coming next in your future as you go towards new destinies, new pathways, right? New doorways being opened for you. I do feel like, and we have 2 deer. Look at this. This is so interesting. We have 2 deer here in this. Let me put this deck down, guys. We have 2 deer here in the, oh my gosh, in the Page of Pentacles, which is telling me again that energy of 2, like you have 2 pathways. Either way, this experience is coming to you, but you can, ooh, I just feel like it's interesting because if you look at her hand position, right? You have one that she's kind of looking towards and embracing. You have one that she kind of has her hand on, but this could also be interpreted as like pushing something away. So you can either be really open to the situation, or you could be really resistant and really like push back against the situation. But either way, the situation is here. This new beginning is here, group number 2. And it's like the universe just wants you to embrace this new beginning from this place of knowing that it's happening for you and not to you. But ultimately, the choice on how you want to engage with this new beginning is up to you. Okay, let's see. Any other messages for group number 2? Oh, all right. I'm going to flip these back. We have the King of Swords in reverse on top of the King of Wands, with the Queen of Swords in reverse on top of the Knight of Wands. I'm hearing like you can't make grounded decisions if you're not in a receptive place, right? Like the queens to me in the tarot, they are super receptive to energy, to downloads, to messages, to channelings, especially when it comes to the element of swords, because that is the element of communication. I feel like you guys, like your guides are saying, with this new opportunity coming, right? You can't really make empowered decisions if you're not in a receptive place, if you're not even willing to listen to the guidance of the universe, if you're not really like open to receiving like the wisdom that the universe has to offer you. I also feel like for a small group of you too, if this is about love and this was like a relationship that ended, right? Do not allow the fact that something is over to turn your heart cold, because then your decisions will reflect this mentality or this energy that you're carrying within you, right? That's for some of you if this is about love, especially about a romantic partnership that ended before you were ready for it to end. Yeah, we have the Three of Wands as the last card with the Five of Cups in reverse. In order to receive what you need, some of you guys are going to have to really change the way you are dealing and processing your emotions, right? Some of you guys have a perspective where you see things as like, okay, I took a loss, I took a L, you know, things didn't work out for me. Will they ever work out for me? I see you guys receiving a lot, like whatever this is that you're meant to go towards, whatever this is that you're meant to attract into your life. I do see it coming through for you, but I also see that there's a need for you to overcome some type of pain, some type of loss. It's giving me vibes of like, if you want to receive what it is you're looking for, you have to heal these emotions. You have to cope with these emotions. Virgo energy at the back with the Hermit, right? You have to go within, do that shadow work. It's interesting because group number 1 had that same kind of vibe where it's like, you have to go within, you have to address whatever's going on inside of you at this time in order to have your ships come in order for, you know, your life. It's so funny because they're giving me very specific words. They're saying not for your life to look a certain way, but for you to be in alignment with the perception that reflects the truth of your life. Because the truth is, group number 2, your life is getting ready to change for the better. This Page of Pentacles is an opportunity for you to go towards bigger and better, right? But you may not see it that way because you're still carrying emotions that tell you you took a loss. You lost out on something good. How could you ever get something better than what you had? And you don't even have what you had anymore. All of these like emotions, right? And again, it could be love, it could be a job, it could be a home, it could be a family situation, it could be friendships, whatever this is that you feel like you lost out on. You have the choice on how you want to proceed going forward. Your choice is stay in grief, stay in this moping energy, stay in this lost energy, stay in this lack energy, stay in this heartbroken energy, or find a way to heal yourself, do your shadow work, pick yourself back up again, and carry on from that perspective. Right, let's get some advice for you guys. They said give it a shuffle. All right, let's give it a nice little shuffle. For group number 2, what needs to be heard, said an honored spirit? What is the advice? For group number 2, what is the advice? For group number 2, what is the advice? Okay. Any advice for group number 2? It's quiet on the scenes for y'all. What's going on? I'll take this one. Four of Swords. So you guys right now, you need some time to sit back, rest, relax. Some of you guys need time to be in your own energy where you can have time to think about things, to really they're saying to really heal from like pain, because if you look, like, this person is going through a lot of pain with these swords. Like some of you guys were stuck in a situation and you're realizing, you know, that there was a lot of pain as you are having now to get over that situation. And you know, the unbinding or the untying of yourself from energy sometimes can hurt. It can feel very much like you're suffering. I do feel like the advice for you guys is to take that time to rest and to recover, right? Take that time to rest and recuperate your energy, because you're definitely going to need it with whatever painful situation is kind of coming to a close for you guys. Definitely feels like a chapter ending. But when one door closes, another one opens. We have the Ten of Wands and the Magician. I was just saying a painful chapter that's coming to a close, right? However, with the Magician in reverse, I feel like you guys have to be mindful of what you are manifesting going forward, because look, the Star in reverse, you haven't done the healing work and you're constantly manifesting, whether you know it or not. What you think, you give life to. What you give energy to, you give life to, right? Some of you guys are going to be manifesting from like almost this place of feeling like it's almost like when a very burdensome situation comes to an end, but you're almost not ready for it to end, and you don't do the proper healing work. You don't do the proper shadow work. This was in reverse. You don't do the proper healing work, the proper shadow work. It can definitely take a toll on your manifestations, right? You might attract a lot of negative situations into your life, or a lot of negativity your way, because you have not yet took the time to sit down and grieve properly in order to release, right? We're not grieving to hold on to the grief. We're grieving to release the emotion. We are, you know, taking time to rejuvenate our energy, to release the emotions. I feel like there's a big emphasis on releasing, right? Releasing heavy weight, heavy energetic weight that you are carrying, that you are walking around with. Group number 2. Let's get one more card of advice for you guys. I feel that. Boom. The Four of Pentacles that you're holding on to. I'm telling you guys, whatever you're still holding on to, you have to let it go. 8 of Cups, you have to walk away from the things that are no longer serving you. I know what I know. I'm telling you, group number 2, whatever situation is over, it's over for your best and highest good. Now it's time to relinquish or release those emotions that are weighing you down, because that's the last piece of it. Once you do this part, once you finally say enough with, you know, the things that have been keeping you in this state of feeling like life is over, things are just not working out for you, right? Maybe some of you guys are also in a state where you don't feel like you can manifest new love, new opportunities in business, whatever this is, right? Just this lack of belief in yourself, or this lack of confidence. It is coming from the fact that you're carrying emotions in you that are weighing you down. They're very heavy, negative emotions. Those have to be released. Embrace this new opportunity for growth, for expansion, for change, for you know, your life to take on a new direction, because this again is happening for your best and highest good, and you will not regret it. Group number 2, I'm telling you, I feel it. So that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for vibing and sharing time, space, and energy with me. Group number 2, if you're going back to group number 1 to watch that reading, I'll see you there. But if you are stopping here, I thank you so much for vibing and connecting, and you guys are the best. Like, I see you guys commenting and following me on social medias and stuff. Like, you guys are holding it down. I love our growing family, and thank you guys for connecting with the things that I do and the gifts that I'm here to offer. It does not go unnoticed. I do appreciate each and every one of you that watch and like and subscribe and do all of those things, and I just wanted to share some gratitude with you guys. All right, so that is it, group number 2. Thank you so much for vibing, connecting, sharing time, space, and energy. Again, I love you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.